Dutch is programmed to hurt. Dutch is programmed to maim. And look at Dutch!
Oh my goodness. Taven's been in trouble since the get-go. This guy, he's so hard to move off of his feet. Look at that.
Smile across the face of
Oh!
And it's Taven off the ropes. And Taven, Flight of the Conqueror. Aurora Borealis.
Wow. That could be enough.
Covered.
Dutch just kicked out at one.
Vincent, we saw him a couple of weeks ago. And Taven now on the outside.
Hey, watch out!
Oh, it's Bateman.
My God!
It's Bateman.
Oh.
And Vita Von
Here
Star.
comes Bennett.
He has programmed Bateman and Dutch and Vita Von Star to do whatever he wants, whenever he wants them to do it.
This is the final match in the survival of the fittest.
It'll be Bandito Flamita though to start. And this will be tag and Lucha Rules. So as one man walks out of the ring,
Lucha
there,
Rules.
and it's Dickinson caught by Titus.
Beautiful. And they need to.
Bandito with crescent kick sends Bryan Johnson to the Bandito
outside.
all the way to the top.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Wow! Oh, Bandito rolls him up. Bandito to Flamita.
Flamita
Come
has
on!
been eliminated.
G
Up to the top.
got him with the knee. 1, 2, 3.
Bryan Johnson has been eliminated.
Oh, he saw that opening, that knee.
Straight on knee bar.
It's
Straight
straight
on
on
knee
He's
bar.
putting ice to sleep. Bandito with the top kick. The dealer draws. Blackjack. 21 flag. 2, 3. Got
Kingston
him.
has been eliminated.
Charging in. Oh, plants him. Eli is hanging on. Oh, Eli tapped.
That's it.
Eli tapped.
That's it. Bandito and Roosh.
Hi, I'm Quinn McKay, and there is so much going on in ROH that I'm here to smarten you up to all of it. First, be sure to stay tuned to the end of Week by Week, as today's exclusive match will see a huge triple threat tag team match with major ranking implications. It's the new team of Danhausen and PCO versus 2/3 of the ROH six-man tag team champions, Moses and Khan, the Soldiers of Savagery, versus Violence Unlimited's Chris Dickinson and ROH legend Homicide. Don't miss that. But right now, let's talk about the latest episode of ROH TV, where we saw the finals of the 2021 Survival of the Fittest. After fighting with the odds stacked against him, Bandito was triumphant and will be next in line for the most prestigious title in all of wrestling, the Ring of Honor World Championship. After defeating Demonic Flamita, Bandito was viciously attacked, making it seem as though Bandito was out of the match. However, not only did Bandito come back valiantly, but he and Infinite Eli Ison went back and forth in an epic battle, with Bandito standing tall when it was all said and done. Let's hear from Bandito immediately following the huge win. I'm Quinn McKay, backstage at Ring of Honor. Bandito!
¡Lo logré! Yeah.
You outlasted 5 other competitors, including Flamita, and now you're going into Best in the World as the #1 contender, the Ring of Honor World Championship against Rouge. Yes, tell me about it. How are you feeling?
I'm so happy. Estoy muy contento de haberlo logrado, de haberlo obtenido, a pesar de Flamita, a pesar de todo. ¡Rouge! Esta oportunidad no la voy a desperdiciar. Es lo que he esperado en Ring of Honor. Y tú no me lo vas a quitar. I see you in Best in the World. Quinn, ¡lo logré! Yeah!
Good luck! Never disappoints. With that win, Bandito will now go one-on-one with El Toro Blanco Rouge in the main event for the gold on July 11th at Best in the World live on pay-per-view and Honor Club. I honestly don't get tired of saying that. Best in the World is the first show in nearly 18 months where fans will be in attendance, and another championship match on July 11th will see Mike Bennett challenge for the ROH Pure Championship. Bennett was the winner of the most recent Pure Gauntlet, and after 3 big wins in a row, Bennett has shot up the ranks. Let's hear from Bennett after his hard-fought victory. I'm Quinn backstage at Ring of Honor, and the winner of the second ever Pure Gauntlet match, one half of the OGK, Mike Bennett. How are you? You're looking a little beat up.
I'm feeling it. How are you, Quinn?
I am excellent.
Okay, good,
I apologize for that. I'll get to the point.
No, it's fine.
So winning this match means that you're going on to Best in the World to face Jonathan Gresham, arguably the best pure wrestler in the world, for the Ring of Honor Pure Championship. Lately, you have been a little sidetracked with Matt Taven, and rightly so, trying to claim gold for the OGK. Is your head in this game?
Short answer, yes. My head is, it's always in the game.
Right.
I've been a pro wrestler for 20 years. It never leaves my head. Sidetrack with Matt, absolutely. I mean, it'd be hard not to. Everything that's gone on with the Righteous, it's borderline ridiculous at this point. But I'd be lying if I said my head wasn't in the game either, because I'm not a pure wrestler. I've never been a pure wrestler. The Ring of Honor fans will tell you Mike Bennett is not a pure wrestler. But you know what? You know who told me I wasn't a pure wrestler? That was Jonathan Gresham. Right after I just won that gauntlet. You know what he said to me? No. Did you hear? Did anybody hear what he said to me? He said, "You don't belong." You don't belong. Gresham, if I had $1 every time someone in Ring of Honor or a Ring of Honor fan said Mike Bennett doesn't belong, I would be the richest man in the world. The only difference between them and you is I actually respect you. And at Best in the World, win, lose, draw, count out, who cares? I'm going to earn your respect.
We certainly already earned mine. Bennett will face the winner of this weekend's long-awaited Pure Championship match between the Savageweight Fred Yehi and ROH Pure Champion, the Octopus, Jonathan Gresham. Yehi himself won a Pure Gauntlet, which was the catalyst that sent him on an impressive winning streak that has earned him this giant opportunity. Let's take a closer look at this weekend's title bout.
Fred Yehi's journey has been a bit up and down. You know, I debuted in the Pure Tournament, defeating Silas Young, and then I failed at Tracy Williams in the second round. And then later on, I failed to Dak Draper. Then I won the first ever Pure Rules Gauntlet. And following that, I defeated Rocky Romero, I defeated Cheeseburger. Now, Fred Yehi has an opportunity with the Pure Champion, Jonathan Gresham. Jon Gresham and I, we have a very interesting story. We were mentored by a former Ring of Honor wrestler, Jay Fury. Jon Gresham was under the tutelage of Jay Fury when he was an amateur wrestler, when he was about 12, 13 years old. And in my first year as a pro wrestler, Jay Fury, he was my mentor. Gresham and I, we go back a ways, almost 10 years. The very first time I watched Gresham, he made a very strong impression on me. I've had the opportunity to train with Gresham, and we've competed against each other numerous times. Now at this point, we're set to do battle for this Pure Championship. So we'll see what the outcome's gonna be here. What has Fred Yehi learned over the years? And everything that I've accumulated, I will put it to the test against the Pure Champion. I know you better than Dak Draper. I know you better than Flip Gordon. I even know you better than your best friend, Jay Lethal. And this is how it's gonna go. I'm gonna shake your hand before the match, and I'll shake your hand after the match. However, in between, the Savage Weight Fred Yehi will take the Ring of Honor Pure Championship.
When Ring of Honor announced that Fred Yehi was coming to Ring of Honor, I have to admit I was excited. I was excited because I know Fred. I was also excited because I figured that I had gained an ally in this fight to restore honor to my company. But little did I know that Fred was going to want to be on an island all to himself. Little did I know that he was going to take the actions of one man and project them over an entire division. Little did I know that Fred was going to start questioning the integrity of my division. Fred, I know you, and you know me. So I'm going to ask you one favor. When it's time for us to wrestle, I want you to leave all that bitching and complaining on the apron. Because you know very well that you're not going to have to worry about me punching you in the face. You know that I'm not going to be cheating in that ring. Fred, the only thing you're going to have to worry about is me being the better man, just like all those times before. you're gonna have to worry about me being the best pure professional wrestler in the world. So when I beat you and I leave with the most prestigious championship in this company today, the Pure Wrestling Championship, and I return with my stablemates to fight this war to restore honor, that's gonna leave you with two options. One, you can join us, or two, you can shut up and get out of our way.
Also on the upcoming episode of ROH TV, we'll see something the likes of which we have never seen before. The first ever fight on the farm. Mark and Jay Briscoe have seemingly been at odds since we returned from quarantine. This came to a head when Mark defeated Jay by countout when they faced off in the main event of the 500th episode. Shortly after, Jay and Mark teamed up once again and went up against EC3 and Flip Gordon. EC3 and Gordon were victorious when Flip hit Mark with Jay's chain. Jay then blamed Mark for their loss, and the bickering continued until Papa Briscoe stepped in. Big Man is sick of hearing it and told his boys that they need to finish this once and for all and finally get everything out of their systems. Papa Briscoe said they'll get things right old school style with a fight on the farm like when they were kids. So let's take a closer look.
My two sons have fought all over the world. But right now, something ain't right. And when something ain't right, you gotta fix it. And to fix it, you gotta come home. And there's only one way to do it. And that's right here on the farm.
500th episode, Mark Briscoe versus Jay Briscoe. That ain't settled it. I ain't need that win. I'm a two-time world champion. This is the 500th episode. I figured we'd give Chicken the spotlight. He didn't want me to get that decisive victory. He didn't want me to get that 1, 2, 3. I think he was scared. We can't get back on the same page here. Man, I just don't see us getting back on the same page at all. Our whole entire lives, we played sports here on this farm, and forever, I've always whooped his ass. This man has had the privilege of watching me compete his entire life. He's also had the privilege of being my tag team partner for 20 years. You know, I am about a year older, a year more superior. And that's just how it's always been. And that's how it's always gonna be. Do I need to remind you? I think I need to remind you. You remember that time I threw your ass off top the chicken house? Hey, maybe I'll do it again. You remember that time I busted your head open when I ran it into the tractor? Maybe I'll do it again. You remember that time I jumped off the carport and smashed you? Huh? Maybe I'll do it again. How about I do it again? You want me to do it again? I do it again. I do it again.
I was born for this. Got my finger on the trigger and I'm ready to deliver.
It's gonna be just like back in the day, back when I broke your nose. Back when I broke your leg, back when I busted your head. It's gonna be just like that again. Fight on the farm, brother versus brother, just like we've been doing our entire lives. Chicken, I hate to tell you this, boy, but I'm about to whoop your ass.
Get it all out of your system. All the animosity, get it all out of your system. Let's get past it. You're home when you finish today and you're ready to start again. You're ready to be who you were born to be. The baddest tag team on the planet.
We all want to see the greatest tag team in ROH history team back up and go for the gold, but I think we all want to see them fight on the farm as well. Speaking of teams getting back together, after Mecca, Bryan Johnson was eliminated in the Survival of the Fittest finals, he ran into his mentor, PJ Black, backstage, so let's check that out.
Almost had it, man. Just breathe.
Don't start with your breathing crap right now.
I gotta tell you about the vision I had. It said you were gonna be world champion.
World champion? You see, I just lost my world championship shot.
Breathe, breathe, breathe. Myrna never lies. She said tag team champion.
Tag team champion?
Something else from the latest episode of ROH TV was the singles debut of Vincent's monster, Dutch, as he faced Matt Taven, and unsurprisingly, this broke down into a situation where not only was the match thrown out, but Vita Von Star lost her spot in the upcoming Women's Championship tournament by interfering. And honestly, she's so brainwashed by Vincent that she didn't even seem to care. This, combined with Bateman offering himself up to sacrifice after losing his survival of the fittest qualifier, is proof enough that Vincent has an influence on his cult. I mean, his group, that is unexplainable. Let's hear from the Righteous now.
We began as a fairy tale. It came to life. But is life reality? I mean, even with my absence, man, things still got done in the name of Vincent. Whether it be a special man born with the devil in him, or a woman that could tie the world in a knot if I allowed her to, or a man with no conscience, doesn't respond to reason, a death walk in terror. See, when a person throws the boomerang, it comes right back to the same person who threw it. Your sacrifice is our sanctuary, written in the many chapters in this righteous book of blood. Dig what I'm saying?
It is unknown if the Righteous will be at Best in the World live on pay-per-view Sunday, July 11th, but what we do know is that we already have a stacked card that you don't want to miss. The main event will see Bandito challenge El Toro Blanco Roosh for the ROH World Championship. The TV title is also on the line when Violence Unlimited's Tony Deppen defends against former champion and member of La Facción Ingobernable, Dragon Lee. EC3 battles the mercenary Flip Gordon in singles action. Violence Unlimited's Brody King goes one-on-one for the first time with the Foundation's Jay Lethal. Plus, the technical beast Josh Woods faces his mentor Silas Young in a last man standing match, plus so much more. It will be a 4-hour extravaganza, and remember, the first hour will be free for everyone to see. Fans are back and we are moving forward. Not only do we return to Baltimore with fans on July 11th, but the same can be said for Glory by Honor on Friday, August 20th and Saturday, August 21st at Philadelphia's 2300 Arena. Tickets for ROH's first appearance in Philly in nearly 2 years are available to purchase for Honor Club members right now, and tickets go on sale to the general public on Friday, July 2nd at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Night 1 is headlined by Flip Gordon challenging for the ROH World Championship, while Night 2 features current ROH World Champion Roosh and Dragon Lee of La Facción Ingobernable versus Bandito and Rey Horus. Don't miss your opportunity to see the hard-hitting, in-your-face action that only ROH can deliver live and in person. We'll keep announcing more matches from Best in the World and Glory by Honor right here on Week by Week and on all of our online platforms and social media channels as the weeks go by. Hey, I'll even go ahead right now and announce some stuff for ROH TV in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, we'll see a triple threat tag team match with members of La Facción Ingobernable, The Foundation, and Violence Unlimited going at it. It's Kenny King and Dragon Lee versus Jay Lethal and Jonathan Gresham versus Brody King and Tony Deppen. Plus, on that episode, we'll see the mercenary Flip Gordon go one-on-one with the Darewolf, PJ Black. So many things to watch out for, and one that's at the top of my list is the ROH Women's Championship Tournament this summer. The tournament will be featured on Ring of Honor television, but of course, every Wednesday is Women's Division Wednesday on our YouTube page. And last week, we saw Angelina Love defeat Allie Rex. But that wasn't the end. Let's go back and see what happened, and immediately after, let's check out who gets the next ticket to gold.
Angelina in the corner. Botox injection.
That'll do it right there, Riccaboni. I promise you that much.
And no one gets up from that.
Allie Rex is now black and blue.
The winner of this match, Angelina Love.
Victorious here, Allie Rex.
Wait, Angelina. I want to say one thing. I grew up watching you wrestle and dominating women's divisions all around the world. I mean, you're a 7-time women's champion. And in my Ring of Honor debut, I got to stand across the ring from you. And I really just wanted to thank you for asking the board of directors to bring me in. This was the greatest opportunity in my life, and I appreciate it so much.
That's very sweet.
And she's poured her heart out.
God. Man, this is what I'm talking
disgusting.
about.
Gracious in defeat, I guess she is. Well, thanks for coming. You failed.
I know I failed this time, and I know you don't just hand out opportunities here, but if you could just give me one more match and one more try, please.
I am known to be a gracious human being. So, you want another opportunity? You can have it.
Oh.
Right now.
Oh. Wow. Okay. Wait a minute, the Diamond Diva, that's Amy Rose.
Okay. I'd like to see Amy Rose wrestle. Yeah.
You thought you were gonna wrestle me? No, honey. You're about to wrestle them.
Wait a minute. Allie Rex has just wrestled the match of her life against a former world champion, and now they are here. It is Max the Impaler.
Why don't you guys take a hike? We got this.
Huh?
Gentlemen, thank you very much for your services. I'll take it from here because.
Wow. Thank you. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, thank you
I was
very
thirsty
much.
anyway. We'll go get something to eat.
I did not sanction this, so I don't know what kind of deal you're trying.
Okay, we sanctioned it. We took care of it for you. Sometimes you got to do jobs for other people. I like the way this looks, though. This looks great. It's like a horror movie right in front of our eyes. We care about the up-and-comers in this business
so much.
So she
Amy
wanted
doing the code of honor.
She
okay.
wanted an opportunity. Would you shake Max's hand?
Scary to her. She's a little dirty. She's got some dirt on her. I mean, if I was standing across from her, I wouldn't want to, take the chance. But
Ooh.
Go ahead, Allie.
Oh,
do your thing.
It's like a child playing with its favorite toy. Oh, night night. Oh boy.
It's the perfect example of Beauty and the Beast. I mean, Amy is just, she's got an eye for talent. Wait a minute.
Oh, well, I mean.
I think Blueberry's done now for sure.
Probably. She's a little sadistic.
Wait. Oh my gosh.
She is not going to have a back after this match.
Thank you,
That is
Amy
so
and Max.
scary, dude.
Thank you so much.
That is terrifying. Oh,
what a pleasure.
My goodness. Thank you.
Yes.
Job well done, Max.
Thank you.
Job well done. Yep.
I've been really impressed with Max, although they are a bit terrifying. So can you accept a ticket to gold on behalf of Max? Okay. Hello, Max the Impaler. Do you have anything to say about this ticket to gold?
Every single one of these women, even Angelina Love and Mandy Leon of all people, have been stoked about being involved in this tournament. I would do anything for another opportunity, which is why it's so frustrating and disappointing that Vita doesn't seem to care at all that she isn't in the tournament anymore. Regardless, someone else will get a ticket to gold tomorrow following the Women's Division Wednesday match between the Pink Dream, Alex Garcia, and someone I know very well from the Ring of Honor dojo, Gia Scott. Check that out tomorrow for Women's Division Wednesday exclusively on our YouTube page and tweet along using hashtag ROHWD. Anyway, be sure to check out all of the stuff delivered to you by Ring of Honor, the ROH Strong podcast hosted by Kevin Eck every Monday, and this week's guest is Fred Yehi. Fred shares stories of coming up in independent wrestling, his development into the wrestler he's become today, and his experiences wrestling in Ring of Honor, particularly Pure Division, plus all of the great articles on ROHWrestling.com. ShopHonor.com for ROH merchandise, including those adorable Honor Pals, and check this out, we've made it even easier for you to purchase Honor Pals at ShopHonor.com. Simply scan the QR code on the screen with your mobile phone and it will lead you directly to ShopHonor.com. And classic matches on Honor Club? Simply scan the QR code on the screen with your mobile phone and it will lead you directly to Honor Club. What about the experience and hashtag Choose Your Honor Facebook group? Well, You can scan the QR code on the screen and it will lead you directly to the hashtag Choose Your Honor group. How cool is that? We are truly living in the future. And with that, it's now time for our exclusive match. Danhausen and PCO versus the Soldiers of Savagery versus Violence Unlimited's Chris Dickinson and Homicide in a triple threat tag team match with major ranking implications. Let's do this. I'm Kuna K, and I'll see you next week on Week by Week.
Welcome everyone to Ring of Honor Week by Week. Ian Riccaboni, Caprice Coleman, getting ready for a huge exclusive triple threat tag team bout. Caprice, we have one team in the rankings, two teams looking to jump in, and should be a heck of an encounter. These two young men, 2/3 of the Ring of Honor World 6-man tag team champions.
This is a week-by-week exclusive match. It's a triple threat tag team match, except for one fall, with a 30-minute time limit. Team number one, at a combined weight of 583 pounds. They're representing Shane Taylor Promotions, and they are co-holders of the Ring of Honor World 6-Man Tag Team Championship, Moses, Khan, S-O-S.
Thanks so much for joining us here on Ring of Honor Week by Week. There you see Moses on the left, Khan on the right. And here you see Ian Riccaboni, Caprice Coleman, Caprice SOS really making their way in 2 divisions right now.
2 divisions in over 100 days. They've been 6-man tag team champions.
They've been on a roll. They've been defending the titles against teams that they feel deserve a shot here in Ring of Honor, including Primal Fear. They have some big wins against the former Mexa squad. And they're jumping into the tag team ranks, picking up some wins. And they're facing 2 teams who are not yet in the rankings, but who are looking to jump in, especially as Williams and Titus of the Foundation are looking for opponents heading into Best in the World.
Team number 2, at a combined weight of 454 pounds, they're representing Violence Unlimited, the team of Chris Dickinson and Homicide.
And when you talk about the rankings, I want to refer you back to the Survival of the Fittest Finals, Caprice, where Chris Dickinson, the man in the white tank top and red hat, the pit bull of Violence Unlimited, he pinned one half of the World Tag Team Champions, Brett Titus.
Well, you know, when you see Dickinson, man, we know so much about him from other places, and he's still a surprise for people on this roster.
And Homicide is no surprise, one of the great Ring of Honor World Champions of all time. Many memorable moments. Saved Ring of Honor in 2006 in that feud against CZW, coming back to protect wrestling here. But
their opponents first, wrestling out of someplace far away, weighing at least 300 pounds, Danhausen.
Very nice, very evil.
Very famous, very evil. Danhausen.
Very famous, very evil. You know, he was on Conan O'Brien's podcast.
Hey, he's getting famous, man. I wonder where he gets those yellow teeth from. Don't nobody die with white teeth?
Well, we saw his tag team partner defeat Bryan Johnson with a move called the Destro Death Grip.
He started ripping his teeth out.
He put what we thought was a claw and started tearing his jaw apart, and then appeared to be extracting teeth.
Like Samson or something.
His partner, wrestling out of Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing even 300 pounds, PCO!
Got a question for you, Riccaboni.
Yeah, go for it.
Danhausen believes he's over 300 pounds. When he looks in the mirror, does he think he looks like PCO?
The mind is a powerful thing, Caprice.
Yeah.
The mind over matter, right? But PCO, former Ring of Honor World Champion, this is going to be a fun match because we got 2 former World Champions.
The monster.
We got maybe the most famous man on the roster, Dave Honor's favorite wrestler, Danhausen. We got Chris Dickinson, who very impressive showing at Survival of the Fittest, a man who's been competing on New Japan Strong. And then we got the only man with gold in the match, who I think we're overlooking right now in SOS.
I definitely think they're being overlooked, but here's the deal. They told me they are the only real team in this match. The rest of the guys are just single guys put together. They get along.
Khan and Moses.
We get in when we're ready.
And that's the MO of Shane Taylor Promotions. I can respect that.
Why
You
not?
have Violence Unlimited on your left, who's been intertangled with the Foundation, who's been intertangled with LFI.
Right.
STP has just been very quietly letting them beat the heck out of each other.
And why? They don't have no picks with any of them. They have their own mission in mind. You don't want to get confused with anybody else.
Get out here. You look like a rat.
Ooh. Homicide saying he's from the projects from New York City.
My shake his hand.
That's the thing, man, with Homicide, man. A lot of people look at PCO and you're automatically intimidated. Me too, but not Homicide. He said he's seen it all.
Homicide's been in the ring with Samoa Joe, with Bryan Danielson, shoulder tackle down. 2 former world champions. This is a matchup I never thought I'd call.
Man, I love to see this match one-on-one.
What a timeline we're in is PCO going right for the throat of Homicide. Oh. Shots to the midsection here. And Homicide, who is loyal, who is a man that you'd want in the trenches with you, catches PCO.
Oh! The strength of Homicide, I would never thought I would have seen that.
Off the ropes, Homicide. Oh, collapsed by PCO. PCO charging up the electrons. Dickinson coming right in. Protecting Homicide. And I've been very impressed with Homicide and Dickinson. We've seen them win here in Ring of Honor. They're knocking on the door of the rankings. Oh, but PCO.
Right back. Man, that's...
Wow!
That does something to you, man, when you give somebody your best and they just pop right back to their feet.
Oh, and tag made. And Moses made the tag.
Yep.
And it looks like Danhausen. Chris Dickinson had I believe, tagged in Danhausen.
Exactly. I thought I was going to see Danhausen and PCO, but I knew it was going to happen.
Uh-oh.
Wait! Oh, wait. Hold on. Okay, well, there is no...
Did he say Jesus Christ? Never thought I'd hear him say that.
Danhausen looking for his partner into the corner. Khan collapsing him in. Snapmare takeover. And it's Moses. Oh!
Wow.
And Khan.
They not even finished. That's what I'm talking about.
Cover. 2. And you made the salient point earlier that they are the only quote-unquote team that we've seen on a regular basis for a year. Dickinson and Homicide have been teaming together. 6-man, 8-man.
Yeah, but there's a difference in people that have the like minds and they come together. SOS came to Ring of Honor as a team.
Absolutely. Absolutely. 2017, they started coming through the Ring of Honor dojo. 2018, they started appearing on Ring of Honor events. Look at Danhausen getting out of the way. He can stick and move. You don't want to underestimate Danhausen. Catches the wow! Look at that. Northern Lights, 2. Homicide breaks up the pin.
That's a great bridge on that.
We talk about it time after time. Danhausen training with Alex Shelley, with Speedball Mike Bailey.
Homicide medicine.
And sometimes you get wrapped up in this character, man, and his wrestling surprises you. And it's to do it all.
And Homicide, wow, tags himself in, dumps Danhausen.
Take a ride with me.
Snapmare takeover. Cover, 1, 2. And we didn't get to acknowledge it. You know, Homicide hooks a leg, 2. He's a thoughtful, loyal guy. Cover. He's got the DMX shirt on. He's paid tribute to Doug Gentry. He's a guy that if he's in your corner, he's going to fight for you until he's got nothing left. Hooks the leg. And he might be one of the most vicious, one of the most insane wrestlers we've had here in Ring of Honor history. Yeah. But if he's got your back, he is not going to let you down. Cover.
That's the way it's supposed to be, Riccaboni. That's called a real friend.
Put him to work.
Got a little known secret for you. Wow!
Tag made.
It's today's time. That looks nasty. Yeah. It's nasty.
You nasty twin. I don't care. Oh, puts him down. Rolls him through. And this is what I like about Dickinson. Dickinson going right to work as Homicide connects in the basement.
I tell you, Dickinson living a life, man. He's lived the Homicide for so many years, and now to be tagging with him, man.
And look at this, the STF. This is the move that Dickinson advanced into the finals of the Survival of the Fittest tournament with.
And Khan is like...
Look at this.
Oh, Khan waited, man, to see if he was going to fight out of it.
Moses in to break it up. You know, you're right. I mean, this would be like me calling matches with Lance Russell, or you calling matches with Gordon Sullivan. It's somebody, you know, you look up to, and that's what Dickinson's involved with. But these are, what PCO's involved with right now is a 300-pound man who's not afraid to go blow for blow with him.
I'd rather call matches with Riccaboni, though.
Wow, that's and SOS in there with PCO, the former world champion. Big time Sidewinder slam.
I love about PCO is that he always brings something new. This man is 53 years old and he's still innovative.
training in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. We've seen hammer chops, hammer punches from PCO. Oh, got him behind the head, around the throat, sending both men. And Khan fighting as much as he can, but PCO able to get him over.
And both of those guys are over 250 pounds, Rick Bonnie.
And this being contested under Lucha rules, Joe Mandak saying Chris Dickinson is legal by virtue of both SOS. Going out of the ring. Pop up, powerbomb.
Mandak says it, I believe it. It's good enough for me.
And Dickinson. Here we go, PCO. Off the ropes. Quebec Cannonball. Wow.
Let's go, I need PCO Dickinson back in the ring. Let's go, legal man.
There you see Joe Mandak establishing PCO. Chris Dickinson still the legal man. That Cannonball wiping out SOS and Dickinson. And Dickinson's been on a roll as of late. We haven't seen him slow down like this. Hooks the leg. 2.
Oh, we haven't seen him up against a monster. You slow down too, Rick Bonnie.
Been quite impressed by Dickinson. This is a guy who can take a beating, and it's that conditioning, that cardio, that can keep him in the match so that he can turn the tables and unleash a beating of his own. Danhausen, though.
Oh, is this a malfunction? You got to say something to him. Danhausen, you got to talk to him. Say something. No, not towards him.
Oh, no!
Say something, Danhausen.
Tag made. Danhausen tagged in. A little flummoxed by the malfunction.
He's still malfunctioning.
Oh, PCO!
Hold on. What the?
Say something. Mama say, mama saw something.
Too much drugs. What are you?
What? Accusations of plenty.
I know what this is.
Oh, homicide. Looking to dial up 187 instead. Looking for go to sleep housing. Oh, caught him. Caught him. 2. Dickinson breaks it up. Uh-oh, and here comes Dickinson. Dickinson, so strong, so powerful. Up and over, Danhausen into the corner. Khan making the tag. And Moses plants Dickinson.
But Khan is legal, and Mandak saw it.
Pump kick. Danhausen catches Moses.
You'll get the teeth, my friend.
What? And homicide.
Yes. Come here. Homicide.
Hey.
Homicide, not the legal man.
Right.
But in plenty of trouble with the teeth.
No, you're not the legal man.
What?
You're not the legal man. There was a tag.
Oh, the teeth go flying. Teeth aplenty. Homicide cutter. Wow. Off the ropes. Homicide, big clothesline sends Khan down.
That might do it.
Cover.
That might do
to
it.
the lariat. Got him.
The winners of this match, the team of Homicide and Chris Dickinson.
Plants him with a lariat, and now Caprice. Chris Dickinson's pinned 1/2 of the tag champs. Homicide's pinned 1/3 of the 6-man champs. And if you're the board of directors, how do you ignore that?
It's all you say is only a matter of time before there's gold around their waist.
Yes, I don't know.
I live in it.
And Homicide and Chris Dickinson pick up a big tag team victory. Just 2 weeks away from best in the world. If you're Titus and you're Williams, you got to see this.
Yeah.
You got to be thinking Dickinson and Homicide might be in the rearview mirror.
SOS as well.
For Quinn McKay, for Caprice Cohen, I'm Rick Garrison. Happy wrestling, everybody. We'll see you next week.